planetary gemology is based on the relationship between gemstones and the 9 planets recognized by the sidereal or the Asian or the Horosat system of astrology that's been practiced for thousands of years in Asia. It is still being practiced throughout Asia. It is the one and only astrological system practiced in Thailand, and it's tried and true wisdom. And there's no need for any changes or any other system. But how gemstones can be used is the main focus of what we're doing. You see, according to the Horosat system, they believe that karma is not eternal. Karma can be changed. The soul is eternal, and it passes through many bodies and ultimately is freed from the cycle of birth and death. But karma itself is not eternal. We're always making new karma. We're always suffering and enjoying the results of past karma. In the future, we will also be continuing suffering and enjoying the results of past karma and making new karma. The karma can be changed. It is not eternal. So there are ways to improve your planetary karma, and there are ways to improve your life through certain methods. A good astrologer, a good sidereal astrologer, is the person to ask about this. But the easiest method is through the use of gemstones. But the important thing is that whatever gemstones a person uses as they relate to the different planets must be free of defects, because there's evidence and there's references in the Kampi Parade and the Sanskrit text which state in many places that only flawless gems, only gems which are free of defects are beneficial, and gems which have flaws and have defects, they are just the opposite. They give bad results. And to me, that means it's better to use no gem whatsoever than to use a flawed gem. And there's no reason to use a flawed gem when there are so many secondary choices. Planetary gemology recognizes 9 primary stones called the Navaratna, even as they say in the Thai poem Peddi Manidang, and they have the description of the 9 stones for the 9 planets. But there are secondary choices called Uparatna in Sanskrit, which mean secondary or semi-precious gemstones. An example would be the primary stone for moon is pearl, natural pearl. The secondary or Uparatna choice would be moonstone. So again, for ruby, is related to the sun, is the primary stone. Secondary choice would be red spinel or any other red gemstone. There must be natural gems, they must be free of flaws, and they're related by color to the different planets. The choosing of the gemstone is based on many factors. The first thing we consider is the person's lagna or rising sign. And then we check the lord of the rising sign. So if a person's rising sign is Rati Singh, then the lord of Rati Singh is Pratik, or sun. So we look at the position of the sun in the horoscope, in the Dung Shada, to see if it's in an auspicious condition or a bad condition. If it's in a bad condition, then we'd rather not recommend that stone, because we're not qualified astrologers where we can go very deeply into the horoscope and consider so many factors that an astrologer can consider, like aspects and house ownership and so many other factors. So we just look at the Rasi position, mainly in the Rasi chart, and also in the Navamsa or the 9th division chart, which gives us a little bit of help to understand the all-around picture. So basically, whether we recommend stones for one's lagna, or whether we recommend stones for one's Rasi, Chandrasi, or whether we recommend stones for one's Mahatas or major planetary period, or whether we recommend stones for other factors, in any case, we have to see the position of the planet ruling that stone and see if it's in a good condition. So if a person has any of the planets exalted or in extremely strong condition, or in its own sign, or in other auspicious conditions, or at least in a friendly house, or at least in a friendly sign, then we can recommend that gemstone for a person's use. But if it's in a debilitated condition, giving bad results, and we don't want to strengthen that condition by advising a person to wear the gemstone. But there are other views about this, and other opinions, and some astrologers believe that gemstones actually neutralize the evil effects of planets and actually change the condition of a planet. But it is our opinion